All right, guys. So wanted to quickly talk about Jordan Davis and his performance at the NFL Scouting Combine yesterday because this was a freakish performance. Of course, a lot more videos on the way talking about the NFL Scouting Combine because there's a lot that I have to talk about that. And of course, the Combine is still going on with, I believe this is day 4 of the NFL Scouting Combine. We're going more to the defensive backs. So we get to kind of watch them play. I'm excited to see that. But this was Jordan Davis's performance was absolutely incredible. Everything that you watch on tape, or again, if you're like me, you watch just during the games, or you watch maybe some of the highlights. You saw at the combine. You saw, even then, I thought that maybe maybe he can test maybe 4.9. No, a freaking sub. Oh boy, I can't even. 4.82 is absolutely incredible. At his size, 6'6", 350 pounds or 41 pounds, but trust me, he most likely will be playing at 350. That's incredible. That is freakish. Right? We talk about some of the best nose tackles of all time, man. I mean, Ted Washington for the Buffalo Bills. I know that's definitely a name that Bills fans will definitely go towards. But my God, I mean, that is absolutely incredible. Now, how does this tie in with the Buffalo Bills? Well, the 25th pick is there. And Star Lotulelei is someone that has kind of underwhelmed. He's kind of been underwhelming. We understand that Star plays a very important piece as far as clogging up the middle, right? Freeing up players like Ed Oliver, opportunities, right? Try to get them to those one-on-one opportunities. Of course, run stuff. Again, they're not just run stuffers anymore. They can get to the quarterback. Star Lotulelei was one of those nose guards that could get to the quarterback, right? He has some really, really good pass rushing assets to his game that made him, when he was healthy, a top nose guard in football. However, injuries, right? He had, he had a lot of personal issues that, again, I'm not faulting him, but still, he had those personal issues that kind of, he missed a lot of games because of that, right? But again, he opted out for COVID during the 2020 season. So, again, none of it, I would probably do the same thing, right? But from a fan perspective, he hasn't been there, right? When you needed him the most, Star hasn't been there. And this is a guy that has hurt the cap. If you cut him, right, there's going to be a crap ton of dead cap. He obviously costs a lot. We gave him a pretty big contract that hurts us. But if you trade him away, I think that kind of minimizes the risk for the Buffalo Bills for Brandon Beane, right? So if the Buffalo Bills somehow, some way draft, or if they're in contention to getting Jordan Davis, I wouldn't be surprised at all that during the first day of the draft, if they can find a way to trade Star, they're drafting Jordan Davis. That there's no doubt in my mind that if they trade away Star Lotulelei, they're drafting Jordan Davis. And I think to a lot of Bills fans that watch what he did at that combine, they're going to be extremely happy about this decision because the defensive line is a weakness. And it's sad because we paid a lot for the defensive line, right? We have one of the worst cap situations in the league. And a big reason why is because we spent a lot of money trying to get that defensive line better so that we can be a lot more competitive. Well, now was competitive not the right word, but we can do a much better job against Patrick Mahomes, against the Justin Herberts, the Joe Burrows, right? Some of those elite quarterbacks. And it's been underwhelming at the defensive line position, right? Vernon Butler, I think, is on his way out. Mario Addison has been okay, but again, he's not been that dominant pass rusher that Bills fans kind of expect him to be, that they've wanted to. Hughes is damn near on, right? Hughes, for the most part, he might not even be back in Buffalo, because again, he's technically a free agent right now. It's just been underwhelming. Quentin Jefferson's not even on the team anymore. So getting a player like Jordan Davis, I think you get an elite run stopper right off the gate, right? Are there things to his game that he needs to improve on? Of course, right? He plays way too high at times. There've been times where the gas tank, where he just shows that the gas tank is not all there. And again, when you're 350 pounds, understandably so. But the upside is there, right? You know when you draft him, you're getting an elite run stopper. You're getting an immovable object at 350 pounds. that still has the upside because there's that pass rushing upside that is still there for Jordan Davis. He's not just a one-dimensional player. And you saw at this combine the explosiveness, the speed, the athleticism, that freakish athleticism at 6'6", 350 pounds. That's rare as all hell to get. And if the Buffalo Bills if they stay at 25th and if he's there, I would not be surprised at all if Brandon Beane decides to pull the trigger to help ensure that this defensive line gets better, so that Ed Oliver gets better, so that some of our other defensive line talent gets better. However, I will say this: if they don't get Jordan Davis and they want to try to get another nose guard that can play, Travis Jones might be the next best player, because even though Jordan Davis ran a 4.82 at 350 pounds, Travis Jones at 325 pounds ran a 4.92. So, a 320-pound man running a sub 5.0 is extremely impressive. And think about this: Vita Vea, who's arguably the best nose guard in football, ran a 5.11 at his combine. Travis Jones and Jordan Davis have smoked those times. So either decision, if the Buffalo Bills want to get those players, maybe not in the same round, because I think Travis Jones is more of a second round prospect, especially because he is a one technique player. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see that. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am super excited about this NFL draft, probably more than I've been in a long time. And we're definitely gonna talk about those. But man, Brandon Beane, if you see that opportunity that you want to get Jordan Davis, I wouldn't be mad at it at all, man.